Hello and welcome to the Kilobits. My name is Francesca and today we are playing Arthas on the map Haunted Mines. Haunted Mines is a small map. We have 2 lanes and we have a extra area known as the Mines, or I guess the Haunted Mines. And look, there's Arthas on the screen. There I am fighting a golem in this background picture. Anyway, so during the game you go into the mines, you kill minions, they drop skulls, you pick up the skulls. The more skulls you pick up, the stronger your golem. The less skulls you pick up and the more skulls the enemy team picks up, the weaker your golem and the stronger their golem. It will all become clear when we play the map. Jaina has just been released this week, but she is 15,000 gold and I think she costs like 10 quid. And I currently do not have 10 quid to be spending on Jaina, so we can't be showing her off. But she's the latest god to be added. We also have a reindeer mount, which I really want. I feel like I have the same problem in this game as I do in World of Warcraft in that I love mounts. Like, I love mounts. They're so good. Anyway, this is Arthas, and we'll do a bit of a overview of his abilities. So my Q, Death Coil, deals damage to a target, or I can self-cast it for heals. Little tip, you can hold Alt and then press Q, and that will self-cast. Just like you can hold down right click and then you don't have to click kind of all over this place, you can just kind of hold it down and he moves towards your mouse. W, Howling Blast, roots an enemy within a targeted area. E, an AoE around me, which does damage and slows. And my passive, Frostborn Hungers, makes my next basic attack immediate, does increase damage, and returns mana. So it's a little bit of mana regen, double damage, and what have you. Ability-wise, I'm going to pick Frozen Wastes. This increases the size of my Frozen Tempest. I'm going to be playing a tank support, a tanky support Arthas this game. And we definitely need someone in top lane, so I guess if no one else is, I will rotate. Oh, they're all rotating. So this happens on this map sometimes, is people want to fight over the vision, and so they'll kind of try and initiate a team fight. Tyrande, kind of, I think she struggles by herself. I've played her. I'm not very experienced with Arthas, I will say this now. There's Tyrande stunning me in place, but what we can do is we can just kind of attack things. There's a self-cast on the heal, just to show you what it does. And Arthas is from World of Warcraft, for those of you who don't know. He is a big part of the plot of Wrath of the Lich King, the World of Warcraft expansion, Watulk, as some people referred to it. And he's a lot of fun. So here, we got to make sure people are in both lanes. This is a very important thing for heroes, and I say this every video. Make sure you've got people in both the lanes. The reason you need people in both lanes is because if you have people in both lanes, what it means you can do is it means you get XP from both lanes. The other thing that's good here is that we've got both visions. So if people start to rotate, we will have an idea of what they're doing. You see Nova rotating here, but it's not particularly clever because at the moment we're kind of pushing them under tower, and Shen got killed up in top lane. There's a lot of going on top lane, and maybe I can leave the Tyrands to fight it out amongst themselves. But really, I don't know. I mean, I think maybe keep some control here. I'll try and show you guys some of my abilities. So my W is the freeze. It does this. So you pop a freeze, and then it stuns. You see all the stunning there. Q I can cast on people to do damage, like that, or I can self-cast it to heal myself. And my E will be an AoE that comes around me. You see Nazeebo there. I'm going to ping him rotating down, so we should be aware. But what we can do is we can stand here and prepare for him. Into the mines we're going to go, I guess. The reason we rushed into the mines here is really what we're going to do is you want to collect these skulls. I'm not 100% sure if this is the best tactic, whether you should stay up top and get farm or what. This is my E, so the AoE one you see there. I'm popping it now because it's very good for clearing skulls. Well, it's not that good, but it's good in terms of me being a very low damage build. I'm gonna try and... oh, never mind. I was gonna say I was gonna try and help her out. There we go. Well, we'll just kill Arthas here, or at least chase him off. The problem is that... who is that? Jaina! Oh, I haven't played against her. I was gonna say the problem is Jaina's doing a lot of damage, but we seem to just be dying. We're not particularly grouped, and that's not gonna help us in the mines. In the mines, you spread out at the start, but that you need to group up if the enemy team is in here, because otherwise they're just gonna be killing everything. Talent-wise, for the second one, you have a whole bunch of different choices. You can increase your damage on your passive, you can restore more mana. I like to get Envenom. I think it's a useful pick in this situation, because what it can do is you just pop it on someone if you can get close to them. There we go. And it does damage. It's quite good for kind of helping pick off the squishies and to give Arthas a little bit more damage. Arthas has very minimal mobility. I can slow people a lot, and I can... I have a fair amount of sustain in the forms of heals, but beyond that, like... I don't have an awful lot of mobility. We'll pop a freeze there on their Arthas, just kind of zoning him out of the fight, really. Because if he's getting low health, then we can zone him out of the fight, which is what we want to do. Tyrael doing the same thing here with Kerrigan and with Tyrande. we want to zone certain people out of the fight and make sure that we're collecting skulls, really. We'll pop a freeze out there on Jaina, try and give him a bit of a chance, and she goes down. That's really good. I'm out of mana. I'm going to turn my E off because it's mana intensive, and I'm trapped in a Nazibo ability. Shen sticking it out here against this guy, trying to get the skulls. Teammates should rotate in here and finish it off. I can again self-heal with my Q and put the damage out on the golem. Really, if we can get a strong advantage here, it's gonna help us get into the mid game and really kind of push an advantage. At this point, we got 73 skulls, they got 27. Like, we have a huge advantage there, and people were doing exactly what they needed to do. We have 4 kills, they have 5 kills, but we could zone them out of the mines by working as a team, having people split off when they came in one at a time. And really, like, if you're going to contest the mines, you need to come in as a group. That's gonna be that's a really important thing for you to do. Tyran there just backing off at the bottom lane. I'm going to come in and provide some support because there's a lot of enemy team here, and that's really what I do best. Chuck out a freeze. There we go, landed it. Put some poke out. I'm not going to Envenom just yet. Maybe not so clever. I was going to do it, but they've backed off, and you really want to save your Envenom for the team fights, in my opinion. Like, that's what I like to do. Self-casting my heal, grabbing this regen globe, just kind of making sure I've got a bit of sustain, and then rotating up to top. Next talent we want, I like consecutive basic attacks heal you. This again gives me a little bit more sustain. Instantly killing minions I don't think is so useful, and I've got enough slows with my E that I think this is kind of useful. I run straight in there and get massively stunned. That was kind of stupid. I'm going to quickly tap the well here. So wells, you tap them, they give you mana regen and health regen. Pop some abilities out. We just want to take down this golem. You see they're taking out the strong golem almost as quickly as we're taking out their super weak one, which just shows we're really not putting out enough damage onto this, which is kind of a problem. But we'll just be we'll just use a lot of abilities. We've got the damage coming out on my E and the slow, and we can turn that off now because we no longer need it. The thing is, you can turn it on and off. Just turn it on and off as you need it, and remember to turn it off. This is one of those abilities that you need to remember to turn off, otherwise you're just wasting mana and not slowing enemies. And whilst I don't really struggle too much with Arthas' mana, it is kind of a useful skill. What we can do, however, is rotate here and maybe pick up this hard camp. If I get some help from my teammates, we should be okay. I've got my Envenom there. Going to pop a bit of damage out as well. We want to kill it before the enemy team comes in. You see them grabbing the ward now, but they're nowhere near us, and we've easily taken this hard camp. And this hard camp is kind of the one that people contest. I don't know why I'm not walking there for some reason. Oh, I guess it was an unusable target. Anyway, I'm going to rotate top and add some push. I think Nova, they're going bottom. Pop my E there to just clear up these minions as quickly as possible. We really want to get some push on the tower. Now, because we're ahead, I think I'm probably going to go for Sindragosa, is that what it's called? Yeah, Sindragosa rather than Army of the Dead. Army of the Dead is really, it gives you as Arthas sustain in team fights, because what happens is you can you summon a whole bunch of minions and then you can actually use them to heal you. I'm going to pop my D there to get a little bit of mana, pop my D. I feel like that's kind of dirty. But the reason Sindragosa is quite good is because of your head, you can use it to push forts, because she also disables structures, which stops them from shooting. And that is really quite useful. You see my team is doing fine without me in the team fights here, and really not struggling too much, so that's why I'm still pushing this top lane, because if I'm pushing top lane, then we're in a better position. Another good thing they did with this patch is now, in terms of when you're taking out these villages, all of the resources aren't concentrated in this one structure. Now you get a little bit of XP for killing the wall, for killing this tower, as well as for killing the other structures, which is really quite good. You see they're then rotating in to try and cause some trouble. We'll chuck a freeze on Jaina and just back off a little bit. Although we've got team actually, so I'm going to come straight in here. I'm going to ult across here and hopefully pick up a few. There's quite a delay on the ult, so it is tricky to land, but the slow that it can provide is very useful. We'll pop a Envenom on Jaina there, and we picked her up. Pop my freeze now and back off. You see this Arthas hasn't made his freeze bigger. I think that personally that's not very clever. The reason I don't think that's very clever is because it is huge for kiting, for body blocking and what have you. We're going to take this base, and then the mines are going to open. I actually really should knit back to base, but I think it's better at this point to stick with my team and just provide the CC. If we can clear skulls fairly rapidly, we should be okay. Although Nova's actually splitting up from me, so I'm going to try and pop my E and grab some skulls. Make sure to use that D ability there to get a little bit of mana back. And also, it's got a very short respawn, so we can try and kind of sustain through regenning mana and healing ourselves. You've got Arthas there getting messed up, and I don't know why he is sticking around in that fight, but apparently he is. Tyrande unfortunately getting picked off there. I'm stuck, which is not good. Oh, I think I'm going to die. My killing spree has ended. And I think these guys will be careful. They're now kind of mostly a unit, and we've got more skulls than them. It really depends on the fight at the golem, but we do have XP advantage. And if me and Tyrant come in from the bottom and group up, we can definitely, I think, contest this. Talent-wise, okay, level 13. I like to pick Howling Blast affects enemies within the travel path. So when you cast your W, it goes in a line and then it stuns in an area. This makes your stun go from being an area, like a single area stun, to being a line stun. It makes it much easier to hit, and really hitting your stun is incredibly important. You see them picking off people in the mines very well. Me and Tyrant, I guess, should really come in here and help contest this golem. You see Arthas and Nazibo waiting till we'd started it, and then coming in, Kerrigan coming in from the bottom. I'm not sure if they've seen that, so we'll do a danger sign. But really, I think at this point it is actually important to get in there and help the team. Tyrant's not sure what she was doing, not really paying attention, I think, is the problem. But we'll see what we can do. If we can pick up these skulls, that would be good. Chuck out a freeze, and just pop out the Frostmourne. There we go, look at that damage. I'm going to miss with my ult. I thought that she was going to chase. Pop the Envenom there on... Arthas. Enemy Arthas. Oh my god, I have 60 health, and there's Tyrant. God damn it. But I should have sustained long enough that my teammates will come in, although it doesn't look like they're actually coming into the mines. No, Tyrant is not coming into the... Oh no, she is. There we go. She's coming into the right mines. Tyrant? Tyrael. Oh, all of the Tyr names. It confuses me. And unfortunately, Nova's gone down. I mean, it's going to be an even split, and at this point, I would just back off from this fight, but... Although it looks like an easy kill there for Tyrael, I'm apparently wrong. Tyrant and Tyrael just going ham, and she's dead too. It doesn't look like their teammates are coming into the mine. We've got, what, 3 of them down now? So we'll continue with the fight. You see here now there's a bar in terms of how long it's going to take each player to respawn. Your respawn is based on your team level, which is displayed at the top, and we do have a lot more XP than them, so we can push fights, and we can kind of force team fights, which I think is quite good. And we got 72 in the end. So actually, I was wrong. It was worth the fight. Nazibo there popping out a fair amount of damage on... who is that? Don't even know who that is. Oh, Tyrael. There it is. Tyrael. But Tyrael still getting the kill. And Tyrael then exploding. Tyrant going down and Nazibo going back. Nazibo is one of my favorite heroes to play. I really enjoy playing him. I'm bored. Oh, wait. Did I spawn? Have I spawned? Oh, God. It didn't even tell me I had spawned. That is not professional. I think that's the problem when we have with people standing in base. I'm sitting watching the action. And I'm dead. Oh, dear. Right, I'm going to come and... Although our golem is pushing, I'm going to come defend top. Unfortunately there, I really wasn't paying attention. And I spawned, and that was really bad. Bad Jaggeris. I think, because normally it goes to look at you when you spawn, and I guess I expected it to do that. Anyway, we'll put some damage out here and back off. Next talent, we're going to improve my Q. So basically, we can make it so it always heals, at which point we just use it aggressively. It will always heal me, so I may as well just be a bit aggressive with it. I need to really get back into the habit of using my my Frostmourne Hungers in order to put out a little bit more damage and give me more sustain in terms of my mana. I mean, it's not an expensive ability. I should have had my E on for this entire fight as well. Really, I'm just trying to take out this golem as quickly as we can. And I have been bad, and I should feel bad. There we go, turning the E off. I'm going to ping this middle camp here, and I think we should rotate and pick that up. I'm going to make sure that I clear these minions first just to get the XP, or at least be near them when they die. There we go. And then we're coming middle. Shen there getting drunk. I've never played Shen, but he drinks and he kills things. And I have no idea how to play him, which is not good. You're better to try and experience a lot of heroes, because the more heroes you play, the better you do. And that is kind of what you want to do. But this is Sindragosa. A Sindragosa build. I've not really been using her to her full effect, because I forgot how long her delay was. I actually haven't played Arthas in a couple weeks. And she does have a fair amount of delay on the ability. Anyway, what is pushing here? Trolls. I will go and kill these trolls, because again, it just makes sure we get XP, and it stops them from pushing our base. But really, we've got a lot of control this game, which is definitely good. Nova falling there, I guess she was slightly overextended. But we do have now our hard jungle camps pushing on their base, rotating up top to deal with Jaina. If she sticks around, which she is, she's gonna struggle, because I can freeze you and do this. We'll just chuck Sindragosa over there, so she just isn't gonna get away. Like, nah, she overextended and it was silly. I don't actually know what her abilities are. I know that she summons these elementals, so we'll deal with that. But she stuck around too long, and I'm out of mana. We could rotate for Kerrigan. Shen is rotating for Kerrigan. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna rotate for Kerrigan. She doesn't think we know that she's there. Oh, you're frozen. You silly moose. She's running away there. Popping a sprint. Really unsurprising choice of abilities. I am going to nip back to base because I've got no health. And I've got no... Oh, team fight. Cancel that. Cancel that. Mounting up and in we go. Ah, dear. But the thing is, the amount of CC that I can provide means... And the tankiness that I have means that I can afford to kind of come into team fights on a bit lower health compared to, say, some of your squishier characters without it really costing me too much. Mines are opening in 15 seconds. So what we want to do is about now we want to head in there and make sure we're in position for when they when the minions spawn, just to really kind of counteract anything that the team can do. I need to be remembering to use this Forst Hungers to get my mana up. Mines are opening now, so I'm going to ping them to make sure people know to go. They see Shen is already in there waiting for a camp, and we are kind of converging. Jane is going up the top, so they are coming into the mines, but we should have the advantage because we have the XP advantage. And I think we have a... Oh no, they've just hit their level 16 ability. I was going to say I think we have a talent on them. When you have a talent advantage, it's really good to fight because you're guaranteed to be stronger than the enemy because you've got extra talents, you've got extra abilities to make you a better character. Popping my E here just to clear these up. They've folded on top and Jaina and Nazeebo have died. And then we're going to continue up top to try and really get as many skulls as we can. The more skulls we get, the better. But this is really, really good play. We've got Nova roaming and getting the kills the way she should. Nova's a great character, but she's really difficult to play in that you need the right team comp. And also, it's really frustrating when people are bad. I'm just going to chuck this out here, get Sindragosa out, pop my E to make sure we've got that CC, chuck down a freeze, really just putting the damage out. There we go. And I'm out of mana. Let's pop my D. That gives me 30 mana. And we'll rotate towards the boss. This is not looking good for the enemy team. We're in a very strong position here. But yeah, I like Arthas. This Nova is no longer Nova 3 weeks. She's got some experience. She kind of knows what she's doing. I backed off slightly too late there. Do not know what Nazeebo is doing, but I think Tyrael's handling it, so we can just deal with this. Really, we're just trying to deal with the dude, put the damage out. I wonder if I can Envenom him. I cannot Envenom him. I didn't expect to be able to, but, you know. There we go, that should despawn soon. You see it's channeling, it's about to die. There's no point fighting it at that point, because it will die anyway. Jaina coming in, just running in, I guess. I'm going to pop some damage out on her as much as I can, slow her, and she just dies. Like, they shouldn't go in by themselves. This is something I always say about Haunted Mines, is you can't afford to fight alone. Like, you just can't afford to do it. However, saying that, I'm going to run back to base now because I have no mana and no health. Nah, it's fine. This Tyrael is, you're doing alright. This I think that was Tyrael who's saying that. Someone says I suck. And it's like, it's not the case at all. Like, we're working together as a team, we're putting damage out, we're getting objectives, and that's absolutely fine. Like, I think people can be BM in these games, people can be really negative, and it's not necessary. I mean, at this point, what we should really do is push, because this is really quite weak. But what we can also do is defend, and then go rotate and hassle them, which can also be quite good. We'll put the E on there to put the damage out, and use the Q as well. Remember to use the Frostmourne Hungers, back off when he goes green. Level 20, which we're about to get, I'm going to explain why there's a certain ability you can get on a bunch of heroes that is actually really useful, and why you should pick it. So hopefully we'll hit level 20 in just a second, and I can explain that. Tyrael, not Tyrael, Nova, they're dying. Not really sure what Nova was up to. She may have been trying to poke them, which is something Nova can really do. However, she may have, I don't know, just been caught out of position. Wasn't really paying attention to her, just trying to take this down as quickly as possible. We're just kind of stopping its advance. It means if they get a strong one, it's not going to be right at their core. Whereas if we get a strong one, it will be. I wasted all of my mana, and that's not good. But we are going to hit level 20, so that's good. Really, I'm just going to be an aggressive force. Okay, level 20, I want to get Resurgence of the Storm. So you can buff your ultimate, but I do not want to do that. The reason I do not want to do that is because Resurgence of the Storm makes me, every 2 minutes, my respawn time is reduced to, I'm going to pop that there. My respawn time is reduced to 5 seconds. And if you can respawn in 5 seconds as a tank who can provide a huge amount of CC and control on the map, that is insane. Like, that is legitimately insane. And it's something that you definitely want to pick up. Compared to a 2 minute, sorry, not 2 minute, 1 minute timer, I'm on 5 seconds every, I'm going to die there. This is exactly an example. 5 seconds every, there you go, I'm respawning. Not even 5 seconds. Maybe it was 5 seconds, I don't know. But 5 seconds every 2 minutes. So if I don't die again in the next 2 minutes, I will respawn this quickly again. And it means that my death isn't so costly to the team. Whereas here you've got Tyran, she died, she's on a 50-second cooldown. And like 50 seconds out of the game can be huge in Heroes of Storm, especially if you're dying during objectives. It's really quite costly, and you can't really afford to do it. But they're kind of trying to fight us away from their base. I'm going to ping this. Maybe we should think about taking this hard camp. Tyrael, oh, she got out. Good job. Good job, team. So I thought she was going to die. I mean, they're all dead, so we can actually push structures, so I'm just going to cap this for vision. Maybe I'll rotate to the hard camp and everyone else can push. I'm not sure. I should probably be in fights. I should probably be where the team is. Yeah, I will be where the team is. Let's do this. Let's just push down this structure here. Remember to use your abilities on structures. I'm going to stand in between them here. The reason I'm standing in between is so that my Frozen Tempest hits both structures. So just to make sure that we're putting the damage out on everything. Really, we only need one more mine, so we could probably back off and just make sure we have control of the mines at this point, rather than, oops, I missed, rather than fighting that. If we ping this hard camp, we should go and take the hard camp and then take the mines. The mines are opening in 20 seconds, and I mean, you can push the win, but it may be a bit risky with everyone on low health, and I would rather kind of fold out than push it. Yeah, like a lot of people on low health. They're going to have to defend their base. Although we've got 7 seconds, actually. I'm going to go into the mines. Well, go into the mines on my way. If we go straight into the mines and make sure we have control, our golem will spawn here. When our golem spawns here, we can then just push and cause a lot of trouble. But you have to have your team agree, and it's kind of difficult when you're playing by yourself to try and get your team agree. Also, I'm still learning. Like, I'm still learning a lot about this game, so not everything I say is going to be completely correct. So take what I say with a pinch of salt. But I do think this is a good build for Arthas. I think he's got a lot of sustain, a lot of heals, and he can really kind of make a team fight. And I like him as a hero. I think he's a good fun hero to play. He's got a lot of control. I'm not sure why Nova just died. Again, Nova, I do not know where she is. The thing with Nova is Nova has to fight by herself. Like, not by herself, she has to fight one-on-one. Like, she doesn't do very well if the team focuses her, but she can do a huge amount of damage to a single target. Like, her single target damage is insane. And if she can kind of sneak up on you, like, you're gonna have a hard time. We're just gonna pop some damage out here on the Jaina, kind of just mess up her day. That should kill her. There we go. So you just keep zoning them out, popping them, killing them, and making sure that their death timers are still up while Chen does Chen things. And then we'll come in to help him fight here, put out the damage. I'm gonna get stunned because I didn't run away quite in time. Kill this stupid thing that is attacking me and turn my E off so I'm not spamming too much in terms of wasting my mana. Run away again. So he does a green ring and then he stuns and you run away. I think that Tyrael may not know to do that at this point. Although sometimes if you're not paying too much attention, you may forget. Tyrann's dying, but it's okay because no one else has shown up. And at this point, this is GG. Like, we don't need to worry about this because it's at a tier 1 tower. This guy is about to push their base. We heal up, we zoom down this lane. Like, that is exactly what Rinsler there is saying on Shen. That is GG. And people have played really well. We've had a really good game. Got decent siege damage. Top XP contribution, which is always nice. Because XP is what wins you the game. Really, you got to make sure you farm. Like, you got to make sure you farm. And I'm just going to push. That's all I'm going to do. I'm going to push. I'm going to make sure I'm clearing minions a little bit. But it doesn't matter at this point, really. Like, I'm just making sure we get some XP, and then we can kind of mount up and go. They have to deal with it, and they're not going to be able to. And if we fight as a group, which is what we've got coming in here, we're going to have a really, really good time. Just putting damage out on the heroes, trying to kind of focus some of them down. Disabling their tower with my dragon. I think that it disables it. Oh, no, it doesn't disable this one. God damn it. God damn it. And just putting out damage and then focusing the base. You see when the squishies come in and do an Envenomate, do some CC, pop some damage out again. Really, if we can kill them, we can kill them. If we can't, we can't. But either way, that is a very, very good game. And well played by the team. We kind of had control in the mines, we had control on top. And it's just about making sure you're getting that XP, making sure that you're having control. And even though we died a little bit at the start in the early game, kills are much less important in this game, especially early game. Late game, they become more important because they can lead to a lot of very long cooldowns, but that can be counteracted by picking the Resurrection ability at level 20 on Arthas. But that is Arthas, and that was a fun game. I enjoyed that one. I haven't played him in a little while, and I was worried it was going to go bad. Anyway, I think that puts the score on 9 wins, I think. The score is this in terms of my wins and losses. So thanks everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If there's any tips you can give me or if I've been doing anything wrong, please let me know in the comments below. I really do appreciate feedback. I am still learning, and I hope you guys are too. I have been Francesca, and this has been the Kilobits. If you've enjoyed the video, press that thumbs up button. We have a Facebook at facebook.com/the Kilobits, and a Twitter at the Kilobits. And I'll see you guys next week with a different hero and a different match. Bye!